What's going down, everyone? So let's go ahead and load in. I cleaned out my PlayStation 4 Pro. I had to read and watch a whole bunch of videos to do it properly because I was getting stuck on the power condenser. And I figured out what I needed to do, and I just permanently let them just chill there, which is fine by me. Because in the video that I was watching, it really wasn't that big of a deal to let them just chill. You don't need two screws that hold condenser because it's part of the assembly line. Learned. It's pretty cool, actually. Wow, that loaded in hella faster. Though I'm on top of the ship. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm a little bit confused right now. Hey, I'll take it. It's progress. You know what I mean? So what I need to do at this point in time is we should probably go ahead and get inside the ship. We get back into the ship. I should very easily understand that now that Twitch is going to be the next thing to be booted in a line, since I have steady signal established with the lovely YouTube pretense. I think it's about time that I get the last URL. We get to see cool stuff. Oh, it's just the random lighting. But to say, I was like, damn. Then take off. Starship Commander. Oh, cool, the Traveler. I know what he wants. I'll read that in just a second. Alright, let me go ahead and boot Twitch in so they can be part of this, just starting fresh. Very fresh. And episode 21 is finally underway. All my stuff is charged, everything's booting in. I'm thinking we're gonna have a very, very, very fun time. So how's the base? Make sure to hire a few staff with it. What are the units for, if not assert dominance over your fellow life forms? Nah, you know, I'd much rather pray them for a good job than be happy. I'm not ever gonna push them. I want them to push themselves to want to go. That's why you hire good people and go-getters. You look for the ambitions and you look for the like black and white situations of what the character is, and then you hire that person. But on the two more important things, we're looking at if you're going to work with me. Your equipment needs to be in good condition. We cannot have you dying out there, not yet at least. Already died a few times, and you never came to my rescue, you damn NMS built traveler looking Swedish clock. I feel like there's gonna be a bird that's gonna just like emerge out of your skull and scare the shit out of everyone. You can find 9 clustered, scattered in abandoned buildings and other damaged machine. Ironic, really. The same structures and sentinels destroyed would lead to their deaths. Yeah, sentinels are harmless. Unless you get the last salty sentinel. Trade these nanites. Why, I've already done that for the blueprints needed. Well, I'll end the commission of his transmission. Oh, cool. So that's Copper Nuclear Planet. Okay, so apparently I have to go to another station, but I don't have a warp drive right now. That's functionally going to give me the home base return. I am starting to discover more and more of my pocket solar system. I want to like map out everything inside my solar system. And then the tail end of the freaking like Milky Way will be mine eventually. I gotta start home, but I mean, I don't know how many homes I want to make here. That's what I mean, solar systems. But alright, I'm getting sidetracked. Let's go ahead and go back in. We got two forms. We got the nuclear. I don't think that has a moon. Pretty sure it has its own independent like planet. Which means it's either A behind here. That's not a planet. And this thing's huge. You think about it, it's a gigantuan freaking. It's like almost a sun. Like if it got close enough to a freaking like sun, it would probably like ignite and start collect all that matter that was around the ring and fuel it. Almost like a freaking campfire starting up. That is a sun waiting to happen. I'm just putting it out there. That shit is fucking massive. That's insanity, man. Whoa. I've discovered that one. Apparently. And I guess it's to the nuclear planet and hope that, you know, we somehow don't make contact with the sun. Neat. We're in good standings right now. And I think with that point in time, let's go ahead and just land and see this what this nuclear vessel on the planet's all about. And hopefully we can find some space stations, maybe an abandoned place, get some wisp eggs. That would be cool. I mean, pretty much this planet just glows with sodium. Look at that ring from here. That's amazing. The gravity on this planet, though. Holy shit, this thing is massive. Okay. Let's park. Hey, Bunny. Okay, so everything being said, I'm good to go. I'm gonna go ahead and close down Twitter and just go straight to YouTube. And I have both my dashboards that I need open. Next time we go explore the space station. Dude, he's solid gold. I definitely hear the PlayStation huffing and puffing in the background, but it's not as bad. What if the reason why the PlayStation is crashing is because of this planet? That's gonna suck. Because in the last stream, that's what happened, is it got so heavy on the PlayStation 4 Pro Beta 6.0 firmware that I'm testing. It just like literally got popped the S or the CE code that just like makes it crash, which I'm assuming just because it overheats. So that's what prompted me to go clean up my PlayStation and kind of just like really give it a nice, I guess, dust-free environment. Hey, scientist. Let me ask for directions. Nice, he gave me some monolith directions. So go check out the monolith. And we'll be back, and I'll bring you some copper. I think that's a fair trade, right? Bring the broski some like copper. Might as well check this place out. We're on an adventure. A No Man's Sky adventure. So, looks like this might be a facility I have to break into. Not abandoned, that's for sure. You can always tell they're abandoned ones by the wisp eggs.
Radiation protection falling.
Oh, no worries, man. You do your thing, Bonnie. Oh, and this is definitely not one I have to blow up. Sometimes they are, sometimes they aren't. Just depends. That's gonna be an 8390. Nice. The more I become intertwined with the races, the better I will have my understandings. And then that will breed diplomacy. And more technology will come from that. I need to get my frickin' Atlas Pass 2 and 3. Which I presume would come from Smith! How are you doing? From Polo, I'm assuming. I have no clue how to get 2 and 3 because they changed it so much. Yeah, I streamed early and I was like, where's Evan and Smith? And Geeky Gek? But you know, I streamed like really early depending on like what time it is. Like, and I had to clean out the PlayStation 4, which it seems like it's going like a champ, but I think Smith, they created a planet that's big enough to crash the system. Like, it's like literally like the base building when I went overboard, you know, the beyond 10 by 10. Because you can get like sometimes like 15 by 15, but like I did the, I think mine's 11 by 11. It's alright. I want it to be bigger, but it's alright right now. Not gonna be my grand base. I need to find something like thing. This base has, like, literally the space station is in the rings of the planet. I was like, holy shit, dude. Alright. I bet you this place has a shitload of technology that's buried. But a few options. All of which are knowledge. This one's the short one. Let's go ahead and dip around this corner. Go up, then down, then we're gonna swing around. Alright. Let's park, get jiggy with it, and we'll get on to the next Rosetta Stone area. Dude, no worries, Smith. I've been there. Yesterday was one of those days where it's like I wanted to stream right after, but I was like, you know, I probably should sleep, and then I wanted to wake up really early and get the patch notes because I knew they would drop at 5 in the morning because they're notorious now of knowing when it comes. And like, I'm glad I kind of waited because I was actually able to get some patch notes and they didn't really come through the NMS site, so I was really happy about that. Tomorrow I'm sure that they'll probably update them. They're probably more worried about getting it out there on time than it was anything else. So, and who knows, maybe that person had the day off that was supposed to release the patch notes. Could mean so they're getting towards the tail end of it. So I'm really excited to see what's next past next. Like, where is the cap out point? Where is the next portion of next? And what do they have planned? I mean, I would love to, like, be able to interview Sean Murray myself and just be like, hey, man, what's up? I know I've talked a lot of shit about you. As a gamer, I feel like I've been, like, handed empty promises, but you somehow came through in the end in the next, like, update. So it's like, what do you have planned past next? But let's read this description. I feel faint as my mind is being invaded. I don't like this situation. Oh my gosh, the skin's popping? This is insane. I feel like I took some like psychedelic LSD or some shit like that. I'm gonna wait it out. See? It was a hallucination. It wasn't real. It's alright though. Since this isn't really bad radio active wise, it says it's nuclear. I thought it was going to be like a hell of a lot more, like at least in the tens, you know what I mean? The teens. We might as well explore this. Look at this. Acorn rock. Like real candy corn. This shit's like candy rock. Rock candy. Don't bite that shit though, man. It's going to be really bad for your dental appointments. Seems like they've done a lot to adding like flying creatures in the sky. I see that more often nowadays. It's cool though. I like it. Though I think they need to sway away from the dragonflies. That's starting to get a little mundane. Ag culture. Like, give me a flying cheetah. I think everyone would just be scared of that shit. Oh, cool. Copper hoe! Yeah, I was about to say, I know that rock I haven't discovered. I've also been there, though, Smith, on YouTube side, where I've been down to the point where I'm just like, you know what, screw it, I really don't even want to play this, but I can watch this. I've done that many times where I'm like, watching like Division. That's probably like when I watch a lot of streamers, is when I'm so tired mentally I don't have it in me to play games, but I don't mind being like awake to the point where I'm just like, fuck, how do I get past the situation of just being able to you know, not be awake but be super tired, you know what I mean? Get down to that tired. What is this? Blast javelin? Oh. Okay, so it's got a mixture of stuff. I think I need to craft something now. I believe I need to craft something to get the terrain to move for me. So, the terrain manipulator. And that's easy. Let's go ahead and craft that pretty quick. I think I already have enough carbon to make the necessary moves here. Because right now I have like 2 floating carbon docks. That's one thing I've done with the bases that are a little bit corrupted. They at least are floating like carbons. Yeah, sandworms. It'd be crazy if there was a Beetlejuice planet. Like when I really said that, I was thinking, I was like, damn, that'd be so crazy. So I made like a Beetlejuice theme, like I guess explorer or traveler. Okay, anyways, what I am looking at... Oh, cheers. Not tonight, Havoc. I wish. Well, another night, though. When I'm not streaming NMS, I got you. Another streamer that I know. I know a lot of streamers. That's a lot of things in my networks. Trying to get, like, cool with, shit, who was I like emailing in between this break? TubeBuddy. They had like this really cool affiliate program. I had I had no knowledge that existed. So I'm excited to see what that does. Okay, so well, I think that's about as good as I'm gonna get it for as far as space wise. That being said, as my PlayStation 4 like whirls up a windstorm like it's some Pidgeotto, I'm gonna have to look past that. Whoa. Mind controlled. What the? I'm confused what that is, but I feel like I should store that. Rats. Anyways, I'm building a manipulator for the terrain. I need one of the dihydros, and that should be pretty simple, provided I'm close enough to my ship, which I might not be able. Damn. But that's fine. Let's look for that big, beautiful blue rock. It'll be around here. It's the functionality of what gets you in the air nowadays. Ooh, what are you? I haven't discovered you, sir. Well, let's go ahead and discover them. Hey, who's just here? Well, at least I got something new. Yeah. You know, it would be really cool if they had like natural disasters, like, say for instance you're on a planet and you make a base and all of a sudden a tsunami happens, or all of a sudden a tornado kicks up, and then you're looking at the tail end of an earthquake as you know you physically see the continental like divide split. You know, like, I think that'd be kind of cool. They turned it up with the environmental like I guess imagination. I am really growing. Oh, there it is. I was like, you can't have this shit not be here. That would be crazy. Oh, well now. I haven't discovered any of that. We might as well earn some points, shall we? It's okay, computer. I should probably get rid of that ion core battery. I have no use for it at the moment. In the near future, I'm probably gonna go to the freaking space station and buy some necessary mods in order to clean this skin up. Since this is an A class, it might be worth just clearing all the spots out now. Just investing time into upgrading. But let me go ahead and look over. I saw the chat board. What could you give the address and all? I know, dude, right? Tornadoes and hurricanes would be hilariously cool because they would add in a water element, you know, and a air element to ground, because hurricanes are over water and tornadoes are like on and then like over like small bodies of lakes. It's like, what is it, water spouts, I think, or some shit like that. There's like some crazy technical term for that. Yeah, I totally agree. I think the environmental point has so much more to like a planet's characteristics. I mean, they're definitely dialing it in. I like it, and like the fact that like this update definitely up-tuned it a little bit, because I noticed my PlayStation's huffing and puffing, and now I'm starting to find like cooler, bigger planets, you know what I mean, as things are being generated and I explore them. So it's like, I'm really interested to see where the future of NMS goes. Such a grand moment in his life where it's like finally starting to get the momentum it deserves. And the gravity, you know, that totally makes sense though. If you look at it, right? I mean, it would be so ridiculously heavy that only like the stone like style trees Stuff that would almost be like petrified but grows. Would be like the badass plants today. Like redwoods, you know. Whoa, look at this thing. Oh, it's my asshole friend I'm gonna kill right after. Give me your oxygen. Break yourself, fool. And there's no real, like, planetary storms that I could see. We've been here for, like, what? 15, 20 minutes, give or take, right? And nothing? Not inviting it. I mean, they definitely have the storms, don't get me wrong. And those are cool. Like, I like that about the elements of the storms. But I think that they can do a little bit better. Oh, Matthew! That is amazing an idea. I didn't even think about that until you mentioned that. And you know what they could do underneath the ocean? They could even add in like the what is it? The mineral vents that end up coming down towards deep sea and extend the floor down even deeper. Like make what is it? Trenches that happen and occur during like tectonical shifts, where they can put all these like volcanoes and active points, just like in the Ring of Fire that we have in the Pacific Ocean. So I think if we can kind of expand that stuff, and by the way, Matthew, thank you for and welcome to the stream as this catches up to you as I'm like chatting and kind of exploring around as we really kind of venture out in this huge planet that I underestimated. I actually like it here a lot. I don't think I'd build a planetary like base because I think it would really destroy the system because it would be too much to process. But that's a great idea, you know. It's like in with that point in time too, maybe they can start having like points where it's like what if there was like, you know, they already have cold places and snow, but let's add characteristics to the snow, right? So if you're shooting and mining some minerals down here and there's a blanket of snow that's up here, right? And all of a sudden it shoots, you know, you use something explosive and it causes like an avalanche, or better yet, your volcano idea, right? What if an active volcano explodes and then an avalanche happens and there's active lava on an icy planet? Like, how badass would that be? I would love that. I think that would be amazing. Oh, let me get that oxygen over there while I see that oxygen patch and analyze it while I'm at it too. So that brings in a really good like portion of like, what if they can add hail and like all these other elements that they really haven't gotten past. I mean, I get it. I like the, you know, the hot, the cold extremes, and you know, acid and radiation. Like, those are cool, but there's so many more. Like, that's just like, you know, 3 shades of gray. Let's make it like 356, you know, or like whatever, infinity and beyond type situations. That is something really weird. Anyways, I have more than enough in order to get the copper deposit now, so I should stop goofing off and analyzing and talking about environmental awesomeness. Yes, Blizzard! Ryan, that's amazing. Yes, it is having a hard time. Now, here's the thing they could be doing is I've been digging in deeper into PlayStation 4's firmware that's going to come out. It's going to be completely different for PlayStation 4 on the version of just the regular versus the Pro, because the Pro has a super sampling that allows it to go up in communication with TVs that allows that to do, and that's why some people record the frame rate issues that occur during like Uncharted and all these other things, and that's why Naughty Dog even took it away. They were just like, no, we're not really trying to have that inside of our system. We really already have the really nice graphics, and we can afford to, you know, just allow that scene not to happen. Because if you look at the PlayStation 4's version, it runs smoother. So it could be NMS trying to play around with that and kind of failing or tuning it up and not noticing there's 2 different versions that it comes out to, because they're working on so many massive platforms. Today's gaming, I could totally see them coming into a, I guess, conundrum as they're trying to get it dialed into like a system that has 2 platforms. You know what I mean? So it's like they're a staffing of like 6 or something like that, I think. You don't have a terrible lot of people, but there's enough. Let's go ahead and get this copper. That's what I set out to get. And there we go. I'm hoping I can kind of just gather a lot of copper while I'm here and store it in my pack, since I added an extra cargo spot the last time, and I've been trying to do that, get in a habit every single time I go to a space station. I know right now I really do want Volcanoes 2 now, Matthew. I think it's something that we should be getting into. And I think they should have poles. It happens naturally, as you know, like we see the electromagnetism, and like how there are the weaker points of the planetary caps, as you know, the electromagnetism runs around in its north and southern poles as they switch. Yeah, whatever. But the point is being is those are the weaker points that are exposed to the elements of the sun that makes it possible to have like the jump start. Like, so it's basically, if you look at it, a planetary fucking jump start to life. You know, you can't really do much with a planet unless you have those like freaking poles. Everything we know that like exists on like frequencies and travels and all this other freaking shit is because of, like, you know, we thought the Aurora Borealis was just something magical. Like, no, it's fucking electromagnetism. But yeah, I think that would be really kind of cool if they added that element into it. Like, you know, add some poles that you can go up to, so it's like maybe like where you travel on the planet can change environmentally depending on how you're coexisting with that planet, be it big or small. Because I mean, depending on what planet it's on, sometimes they can be bigger or smaller. So I definitely do have that room, but I was hoping that I would be able to find maybe some buried technology. But oh, okay. Ask and you shall receive. So let's go ahead and stop right over here, since we have 134 clicks over there. It'd be a lot easier. Yeah, I agree, but I'd have to see sand tremors jump out. Then I would name it Beetlejuice for sure, Smith, on YouTube side. That would be so freaking cool. But let's go ahead and let's journey. Let's do the magical jump. Okay, I don't think I discovered that, like, interesting looking pineapple rock. I knew it. My geological discoveries. Now, let me go ahead and click on a flashlight. I always forget to do that. Oh, you look new. You're like some candy caned anemone. Land anemone. Nice, a 3-chest combo. The best type that you can get. I don't need your junk unless they have like some like Mr. Fusion like instant repeat. No, I know. I want to like have that planet too, but the weirdest planet for sure. Like if I ever saw that, it would be named Beetlejuice. This is like, it's interesting, but I've seen radioactive planets have resembling situations like this. Now this is just like, seems like the crafting of a really heavy planet. You son of a gun. On top of having like radioactivity that's just like abnormally high, but not unhealthily high. Things can coexist, but you see those plants right there, like those trees, that's not normal. They're growing right back into the ground, looks like, because of the gravity and their sheer weight of material. I mean, I can't explain that shit. The olive rock. I love rock. I love rock.
Radiation protection falling.
Alright, I'm getting hella sidetracked on trying to find shit. Now that I found my beacon. Oh shit, I'm being tailed. Damn it, we need to get what we're going for and run. Where'd it go? Where'd the buried technology go? There. Oh man, like, Smith, that's totally cool, but I'll try to speak a little bit quieter. I'm sure your girlfriend's really tired from a long day. Like, I get the same way. But cheers trying to watch while this stuff's going down. But if you gotta go, man, I totally get it. But for her, it's like she's just probably like, trying to like slip into sleep, and I've been there. Like you're trying to slip, and all of a sudden you just hear something that's like foreign that you're not really paying attention to. It just also becomes like something that keeps you awake. But cheers. I think I have subtitles too. You can always just mute and watch and see subtitles. I think they work on live. What are you? Are you just like natural environmental, like decoration? Damn it. Think you missed me? I mean, I might as well just walk there. I'm glad I stocked up on the sodium the last time around. It was very useful and productive for myself. Oh, that was the big reveal. I mean, I'll take it. The data alone will be worth its weight in gold in the near future. But I really need to seriously think about getting back to my ship. There's a ruined south planet. I thought there was one. Oh, yeah, there is. I knew there was one. That one hurt a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. LOL. Well, cheers, Smith. I appreciate it. Because I know my mic and I know my voice. Sometimes when I get really excited, my vocal volume can go up and people are like, dude. And I'm like, I know. When I get excited and start nerding out about stuff, my voice can go up very easily. But it's within reason. It's excitement. And salvage technology. It's always exciting. Alright, start making our roundabout way back to the ship. Oh, I already got you. That's the trick. Now we're just running our way back home. But we need to get there fast. A, radiation's about to run out. And our friend was just waiting for us to creep in. We have time for this. Yeah, no we don't. I need to make the chromatic metal. Damn, dude, it's like they just lay on the ground and like utilize those some recharge or something like that. Dude, that sounds amazing. Did you really just say like you went to the market and grabbed some spicy squid jerky? Like, I love calamari. That's delicious. That's kind of my thing. I love sushi and on that general standpoint. So I mean, especially like squid or like I never tried octopus. I think that'd be really good though. Be along the same line of tenderness. Okay, so here's my ship. In order to get out of here, I needed crafts. A few things. I just need a metal plate then. Which I should have picked up some rocks. Just enough. Alright, so let's go ahead and make it happen where some chromatic metals can be born. Now I'm gonna leave that concentrate there because I'll need that for antimatter. Alright. Enough yawning. I had to have gotten more than just 74 units of copper. Oh my, I guess we'll go hunting for more as it burns over. But here are two different aliens that I have not discovered yet. Oh, very interesting. I wonder if they can fly.
Radiation protection falling.
Computer, shalala. Shush. So interesting that they made salt deposits green. I always think that they're emerald now. Oh, hell yes.
Radiation damage detected.
Yeah, right. Radiation damage denied. Well, now.
Technology recharge.
Lucky day.
Radiation protection falling. Life support power low.
Oh, hell yes. Let's go swoop up some language. The power is knowledge, always. Go ahead and delete this rusty ass metal. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take a peek at my inventory and see what I can move over. Nice, I already have a stack of 15, so when I go back I can buy some more blueprints. There's a resource deposit, but there's also health restorationable point there. Deposit there. More technology there. Now let's go over here. Geronimo! That's so cool. Man, I need to go to Salt Lake City and see the different colors of freaking salts. That seems like it'd be really cool.
Radiation protection falling.
Alright, let's go see what we can do. Yeah, I've never seen green salt. The only salt that I've ever seen was like kind of the whitish blue salt. The stuff you see in Nevada. That's barely enough. Damn it. Alright, we just gotta keep searching.
Suit power cells depleted. Technology recharge. Units received. Radiation protection falling.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me take this with me.
Radiation protection falling.
There's gotta be like a huge copper resource, because then I can make multiple like warp drives. I want to try to, but there we go. Nope, that's green. That was just yellowish and the reflective point of the radiation in the sun. Alright, rats. Oh, that's perfect. I love this shit now. Let's hope that's copper. They did a really good job of tuning this back. Damn. We at least got a little closer. Let's see here. Okay, from what the article I read, I found a picture of salt comes in all colors, all shapes, and all sizes, as well as pure white salt made in pink gray. Wow. There's all different all salts all the time. That's hilarious. Smith, you're great. You're reading like the YouTube chats like always completely like nerdy as hell. Not to say it's not wrong with like YouTube side versus Twitch side. Twitch side is just more inquisitive about gaming, which is fine. I dig it. And copper is really rare here. It exists, but in like what dose? Well, I need copper. And there's buried technology, so let's go get it. Boy, we can get some plant matter. No. I say it's not.
Technology recharge.
Oh, interesting. Some salts just kill you. Yeah, it is really interesting. The topics that come up inside of my chat boards are usually nerdy and or scientifical. I really like the great communities that like have come into play. It's like, you know, I'd much rather like 100 amazing people than 1,000 random people and some trolls. You know what I mean? Because it's like, I don't know. Sometimes it's like I understand a lot of my community is like spread out into Denmark, and other people like watch me like around the world, like when they can, in that general standpoint, which is great. You know, I appreciate you. Everyone's like freaking view helps me get farther away from the corporate point of working monotonously and like feeling like an asset and a slave to an industry, which sucks. No one wants to do that. You know, we all want to do fun and explore, I guess, adventurous points in our lives like this. I mean, shit, I'd love to go to space and stream it. Alright, but anyways, enough of this shenanigans. I need to do in order to push forward is seeing what I can do with this. Well, I have one piece of uranium. I'm gonna need to take off anyways. Don't think that's gonna be enough though. Whoa. Explosive drones. Bridget upgrade? How does that work? Do you know anything of these, Smith? Like in your journeys? I'm not too familiarized with how these work. These are new to me, but they're worth a lot of money. So I'm like, if I can't use them and they're worth selling, then I might. But for right now, I need to continue to condense.
You can have own frigates need the freighter.
Oh, so it's worth storing for later on then. Thank you. Appreciate you, Gur. The hella reminds me of freaking Invader Zim.
And send that frigates to separate missions.
Neato. So there's a whole freaking universe on raiders and stuff like that. That's what's up.
That
Very
item
much
is in
like
it in
that.
further missions.
Gotcha. So I should save those for the additional missions later on. Now that I have that,
By the way.
Hey, how are you? Hopefully everything's been well. And welcome back to the stream. Alright, so since I have everything almost lined up that I want to, I think right now what I need to start doing is trying to get, I guess, the ferrite? I need ferrite now again, damn it. Let's go destroy some rocks. Let's rock some science. You really want to go down this dark path again? That's what I thought. Oh, it's just salt, damn it. The ferrite that they have is very little doses. But at least it's quick.
My advice, make some base missions unlock some recipes.
Yeah, that's basically what I'm doing right now. It's just going down. A lot of good community members were just like, dude, this is what you should probably shuffle up in. Yeah, Smith, Gur on Twitch side just totally released the levies of knowledge on that one. Well, it seems like they're worth storing there, for sure. Okay, so now that I have some, I guess, project or point, you know, I don't need this. I hate to say it, it's only worth about nothing for me right now. So let's make my canister. It sucks because at that point in time I'm still gonna have to get rid of one more thing. No, actually no I don't. Let's get off this damn planet after I explore these bases to see if there's any tech that I can grab. Yeah. I try not to mess too much with the robot smith because, like, in season 2 when I was running the pre-campaign to the next, yeah, I got jumped by like 4 robots on the planet. It was not even funny. I kept punking him, and then all of a sudden he came out of nowhere with a whole gang of robots. It was crazy shit, man. think it was like episode 23 or some shit like that. If you see the one where it was like Salty Sentinels, it's the episode right before that. Well, I think that's it. Get the hell out of here. Up and at 'em.
If I need the best explorer and exotic ship to make some comparisons.
Well, that's cool though. Like, exploring these, like, skies show you a lot of cooler things that you can find. From what I hear, like, S-classes are super rare, which they should be. I haven't found one myself, but I'm getting, like, excited to find one organically. Like, some really cool viewers have, like, said, hey, you know, like, hey, I found an S-class, you can have it. And that's great, they found it, you should have it. Or, you know, someone that's really been, like, searching for it. I'm just wanting to, like, well, you know, take it easy. I really like how they do that. But yeah, take it easy and just find it my way. You know what I mean? That way I can be like, damn, I found it on this episode. This was the freighter luck.
I've got
Let's go to
one
the force.
explorer with S-class, but he has 9 slots and 5 tech slots.
So what's the best tech combination and slot combination with an S-class? Because I saw some people said don't even touch it if it's like 17 or 16. It's like really low. Like, apparently, is there like some that are like 100 or something crazy? Like, what's the good one to snag? If you don't mind laying some like knowledge on there, Gert. All right, home sweet home. Hi, radio, sir. Source.
Biggest explorer will have 3 8 slots at max, and 1 2 tech slots.
Gotcha. So you want something in the high 20s then to make yourself a little bit more comfortable. That makes sense. And in the tech slots, double digits. You're doing that, you're doing stuff right. You really want to try to jump me right now? Alright, bring it. I'm gonna whoop your alien pirate ass halfway across the solar system.
Modules.
Oh, I appreciate that. I'm gonna read that knowledge real fast, but right now I got some dumbass pirates. Forget, I got a shitload of salt. Last mission, that's a lot of sodium, my friend. Clog up your damn intergalactic arteries. There you go, give me your shield.
It's not that hard, you need only practice.
Oh, that's cool. I freaking love pirate battles. Like, they're so easy. If you time it just right, you get this.
But on Game Pad 3.
Oh, nice. Are you part of the beta testers? Because that's one of the cool things I like that they offered from like Steam. If you bought it inside of that local portion and like you wanted to test out the next portions of it, you can definitely see like what is next. No pun intended. Makes me wish I played this game on like on PC. But right now I don't need to be another PC to stream. One of my biggest PC builds right now today was just to build a stream machine for my PlayStation. Whoa, it twigged the hell out. Alright, so let me go ahead and see the chat board real fast. There'll be more install mods. Oh, that's cool, you got a gamepad.
But sometimes I am picking experimental patch for No Man's Sky.
That's cool. Alright, let's get the next modification. Can I get this one for free? I'll offer you 90 and only 90 there, so let me go ahead and look over on the side of oh cool, I got a new upgrade. Let me see what Ryan's been throwing down. I should have met freaking salty ass sentinel. Send some drones after the pirates. That would be so great if they had that. If you could build drones like a claptrap that like could follow you and you can send it on people. They can follow you in space like R2-D2. Let's see here. I have not been killed by a walker. Not yet, at least. Oh, interesting. I noticed there was some like characteristical changes on my ship too, as well. The next update kind of added like what they had said, animation in the smallest portions, what they added in that situation, which is kind of cool. Well, that's cool. Exotics have better ones for like shielding and all the rest of the well-rounded points. Makes me want to get more into S-class hunting. But we'll get there. Eh. Let's go contact Apollo. Should just happen right after we go out this base door. Oh, excuse me. Remain silent. Oh shit, this is like leaving the base. Oh, you're an artificial intelligence of an organic base form that was able to be transferred over in its lifespan. How interesting. Hello, how are you? Welcome to the live chat. Yeah, I do wish the wisp eggs were a little bit easier to get, but they're not, unfortunately. They fixed that in 1.55. Well, I mean, this is local. They were like saying I was gonna leave or something like that. Boulder Dash. Welcome to the stream. Kerberos. Potus. That's a cool name, Potus. Alright, let's go ahead and see what we can do. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take off these glasses. Now let's continue our descent. Oh, excellent. Free parking, VIP, valet that shit for free. Okay, get up and at him. I have to break into this place. The dogs are out. Alright, let's do this swoop. Let's get up and at him. Wait, I just passed the one-up mushroom? I need to go back to that like space station. What do you mean by that, Smith? I did not see that shit.
First person view is better for fighting.
You know, I've definitely gotten used to going to third person. I totally forgot to go back because obviously for the native like people that have played this game for so long, they got used to the first person. And I kind of wanted to break it, and it looks so cool in the animation.
LOL twin buildings.
Yeah, I'm pretty good for like I know that is pretty cool, the twin buildings. At being pretty diverse, even third person, first person. I can kind of handle my own.
I saw twin buildings that was outpost with single landing pads.
Man, that's cool. Someone really wanted to make that like a badass. I'm using PlayStation 4, PlayStation 4 Pro, Fotis. What about yourself? A lot of people I meet nowadays are like PC based and like some PlayStation based. I don't meet a lot of Xbox users for No Man's Sky. Doesn't seem like they're paying that much love to it. There's patches where there's like they're really behind. I'll have to check it out in a second. The alert has obstructed the information in the primary terminal. I can only make out a few words. If I can work out what was being worked on here, I can reset the flowchart. Oh, let's see here. Something warp something. Starship. This freighter, fuck. Oh, well, at least I can try again across the ship.
Wake up.
I need to. My PlayStation just woke up. It's like puffing and puffing. Poor little feller. It just couldn't take the animation. Oh, cool, man. Yeah, I'm rocking the
Get some
6
coffee
point.
just like me.
Oh, that you know, I would love to get coffee, but I try not to stay away from the caffeine. I kind of almost want to go grab a yerba mate at like freaking like a Walgreens. Oh yeah, that's what you're talking about. That thing. Those things are amazing. I already had one or two of them though. Damn, Smith, you just pwn it all. Get it? Own it all, pwn it all. Anyways, I know. Stick to my streaming job. Oh, that was
All
such
your
a trick.
limiting caffeine.
Damn it. Yeah, I just try not to be dependent on it. I'd much rather be dependent on like a different form of caffeine. Like maybe like tea. Tea is a really good one. Oh, I thought I was like falling in some kind of swampy soup. Looks like that's not good. That's cool. So I mean, assuming PC is the best one to own it on, you get the better like updates in the end. You get a more polished system, and depending on what system you build, that build will therefore give you a better performance. That's so funny. Fortis and Ryan are like bonding. I wonder where Evan is. It'd be funny to get the R squared combination. Okay, so. Got that.
It's not that great as you think.
Oh, really? That's a bummer.
PlayStation is a lot easier choice.
Well, because that was one of the native ones that it was supposed to be on, since it was an exclusive before it became like I had to branch out to survive. It kind of makes sense that they would have the better format. Now that I've heard it from people, but I thought PC too once it came out, like the way you can
When
build it would
producer
look cool.
releases the game, it's prepared for two machines like PS4, PS4 Pro.
Nice. Now, I'm curious if they use super sampling inside of this, because that might be one of the issues, the reason why it's huffing and puffing. Because it looks really good, and they could be utilizing now, since the next generation has now gone into the situation of having like No Man's Sky in like a 4K Pro version. Because they kind of failed during the first updates, like because Atlas Rise was right around the turn of when Pro was emerging. I haven't discovered this. I think you're right. That's a Fortis. That's a really good one. Like, why doesn't No Man's Sky venture into the VR market? I think they've discovered something that's really good that sells right now, and I think that that would be the more expandable point. You know, I think people would dig the shit out of that. I would. I'd look into getting, you know, PSVR if they had something like this where I can explore
In computer you can have new parts and very old one, depends on person and cache.
Very
That's
true.
why so many people have problems with running thought.
I try to situationally, if I build a computer, it's going to be everything. I built mine right now where it's pretty much future-proof. All I have to do is swap out the core. And then I'm trying to see if I can utilize... Oh, damn it, I'm not doing too well with no free slots in inventory. Right? So, that's so... Well, there we go. Oh, and Gur, this comes from YouTube side, from Ryan Smith. He says to tell the person using the Siri voice about the Xbox hard copy trick. VR is how I play it on my PC and MS. Oh, cool, they're having it on there. So there is a way you can nerf the system in the NMS way. Like you can just like you have to like delete the update so it resets back into just like the next one, because it's the platform that it's given is the technically the next one because it got released during it. So it's like it's already embedded in there for the most part, so you can kind of already access it. If I remember correct, if that's what if I remember what Smith was telling me. But yeah, that's like something you can basically kind of get into.
You could melt some carbon to condensed form.
That's very true. Make a little bit more free space. And it's really useful too. I have a shitload of it. I need to go back to my base eventually next. Alright, I'll go ahead and use some ferrite.
Sodium 2.
Technology recharge.
It's cool how they changed the element chart. They did such a great job. I feel bad though they put plutonium out of work. I haven't seen that rock in quite some time, though I haven't been to the iridium rocks. So I have been kind of curious to see where I end up in the final drive situation.
But now without plutonium it's more interesting.
Yeah, I agree. Plutonium used to be like literally the rock to grab to make everything work. You needed it for antimatter. You needed it for it was the basal central point for like thrusters and like like I'm glad that they made the iron swap, but then they took it away from the sky and then made iron more dependent on the sky. They did so many like swaps around. I think they got it tuned with this one. They added in so many more elements. But I think as long as they kind of keep up with this format, they should be good. They just need not to change too much too fast now. I think they might get people pissed because they're so used to the way it's working now. For me, it's like a new discoveries. I'm like turning around, finding a whole bunch of new stuff that's really great. And Foidus, by the way, thank you so much for like adding me in like that. Like it's so much easier to like look over and see an orange box.
And now every mineral is usable somewhere.
Indeed, and most of it will convert to carbon, which you can utilize for the building blocks of bases, which I like. Yeah, I've seen plenty. People have popped into my universe. I have friends that have been. In fact, Evan is one of the other players that's like popped into my stream. Smith knows of Evan because he's also another Ryan. But yeah, like there's like a lot of people that I've seen. One of my buddies that I stream alongside with that I met like while streaming was Luminous. He's also like into like No Man's Sky. We eventually wanted to end up in this team.
I'm glad that they removed armadium and one more mineral that was only for exocrafts.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like they removed a lot, but they added a whole bunch, like salt, sodium, that's a new one, ferrite. I don't see iron anymore, which is interesting. They made it more defined and refined, which is cool.
And most bigger plants was containing that.
Right? So it's like, I also like the star bulb points, like, they added so much more cooler points. I don't know. All in all, I think this
Iron
was
is
probably
now
one.
ferrite.
Yeah, exactly. That's a really great way to put it. Iron is the new ferrite, and I kind of made a comment on that when I started figuring out like the elemental breakdowns of like the way that they made it today. So it's like, you know, you still have your copper, but then you look at like chromatic metal is now your new plutonium, your mixing matter of like what is pretty much usefully used for like so much more now in today's like construction builds. Chromatic metals are interesting.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
There we go. Now I got a free spot. Yeah, then as like Smith is saying, the tritium, I believe, I might be horribly everything, is a radioactive isotope of hydrogen, a nuclear portion of one proton, two neutrons. Ooh, I like this. It's getting scientifical. Where the nucleus and the proton contain one proton and neutrons. So interesting. So it's like stripped of its elements to become its own element in its bare raw
By the
form.
way, oxygen capsule are great for recharging life support system.
They really are. I wish there was a more condensed form of oxygen, though. Super oxygen. Let me get a little closer, and then we can start
And I
refining
didn't
this.
told you. I'm playing on Perm 88.
Oh, dude, you're playing it on like the crazy mode right now. I like don't mind. I started a permadeath one. It was like really crazy and really cool. But I usually don't touch permadeaths when they're doing updates. I wait for them to add like the final stable OS and then play it because things can get a little dicey. But hey, it's good for view counts, that's for sure.
I can tell you that I died 4 times.
Man, that's so interesting. That's like some Dark Souls stuff right there.
Recharge.
But not because of glitches.
Oh, bummer. Mine's a combination. Glitches and all the above.
Mostly greed killed me.
No free slots in ship inventory.
Alright, nice.
Once I died in cave on extreme cold planet.
You know, they took away a lot of the way you could shield yourself. Like where I used to be able to burrow into the ground to get away from the elements, now it doesn't work as well. 57%. Man, that shit's crazy. Let's see here, Fortis. I have a question for you. No Man's Sky is multiplayer and a cross-platform, or if you have a PlayStation 4, you can only PlayStation 4 players. With PlayStation 4 players, Xbox, and PC, etc. That's one thing that, like, honestly, I opened up the forumable point because, like, they don't really have a cross-platform game, except for I think like what Rocket League. I think is the only game that they've even tried to talk about. Like, if I think it might be, it may not. I don't know. But the hold up on cross-platform games. I think NMS would be a great poster child to have a huge full-blown universe come to life with a cross-platform OS. So, yeah, that's a great idea. Then, good question. I like your questions, Otis. And then on Twitch side for Gur, it works. It holds
I heard
the
that
cold.
Fortnite is cross-platform.
I'm not quite sure. I don't play it as much as I am asked to. But most people, my community is huge into it though. That and Roblox and Minecraft, I've noticed, are like big, like crowd pleasers.
But I will not play that anyway.
I don't mind it. It seems like it's definitely someone you have to play like with really good
I
like
don't
teammates.
like battle royale type of games.
Those ones I don't mind too much, but I definitely see how they become mundane. But if you're gonna give me a PvP, give me Overwatch. I play the shit out of Overwatch. It's so fun. An enemy from space.
It is a brazen cheeky copy of Last Man Standing from Unreal Tournament 1 from 9.9.
Huh, that's a really great analyzation because most people were like, oh, it's PUBG. Like, oh, maybe there's another grandfather of this, what, people have copied off of and made a really good OS of what has come today off of these things. That lion was like, what the fuck was that? Why you gotta be like that?
That's why I laugh when someone defends battle royale.
That's hella funny. It's a really heated debate, though. It's like a solid state versus a constant, I guess, growing universe with a beginning and an end back in like the 1920s. This is something like people were just like wanted to argue for the centuries. I need to get to the base before I become a radioactive popsicle.
Radiation protection stabilizing. Technology recharge.
I suppose I could just backwards compatible you. I have a lot of this. Hey, Fortis, it was really nice meeting you. Thank you so much for joining us on YouTube side. And I'll see you next time, man.
Backwards? What for?
Oh, yeah, just have a lot more. It's uncondensed It's like when you defrag something. I just defragged it, basically. I never thought about it. He said it was from Salt Lake, Floydus on YouTube side.
Find another rock, haha.
I know, right? This planet's okay. I've seen better, but we're just running missions here, so I gotta keep what I got.
So you're streaming on YouTube and Twitch?
Yes, I am. On both of them. It's a nicer way. Since I'm affiliated, I'm in this really cool gray market, like where I can kind of get away with it. When I finally get partnered, I'm just gonna reach out to them and tell them all the subscribers that I want. I just want to keep it as like a donation point for between me and my community, so we can give 100% to like whatever charitable point we want to. I want to just be paid through view counts. I want to take it from the 1%, not from my community. Though on YouTube side, everyone tends to like throw money at me all the damn time on my super chats, which is hilarious. I always tell them not to. But like the cool thing is, I guess they have like.
At first, I was wondering who you were talking to.
Oh yeah, like I'm talking to like probably about like 4 or 5 people on like YouTube side. That's why I always reference it as YouTube. So it's like Twitch, like doesn't really be like, what the hell is this dude doing? Like he's like talking to himself somehow with the community, and then has an AI voice over himself too at the same time. Like it's so interesting. I can't stop watching type situation maybe. But yeah, you can find me on MacGyver 7th on YouTube side if you want to watch it in 4K. If you have the computer standards and the internet standards to meet that. But yeah, I have oh dude, Floydus, you're from Greece? Dude, right on. Athens. That's badass, dude. It's a nice portion of the world. But yes, hello everyone on Twitch side, by the way. I see the chat is definitely starting to like be congregated by Gur, but there's like 6 people inside of here, so like returning community members and new community people that are out there in that chat. Thank you so much for watching so far. But let's keep moving. I'm gonna go ahead and pluck my minerals back into standpoint. So let's store the pure ferrite, and I need to retransfer this back in so I can store this unit right here. But in order to do that, I need to move this high capacity. Let's see,
So you're processing that video on some server. You could add some icons on screen.
You know, I definitely could, and I've thought about doing that for the longest time too, but I know there's a community of streamers and like viewers that love no overlay, and like for NMS, since it's just me talking, it's just an easier thing. If I was playing like God of War in a story mode, there would be no audio, no nothing, it would just be pure gameplay. So I try to critique to both worlds, so it's like I do have an overlay and other stuff that's on like my YouTube side. That's where it's like a better quality, more of a live show. One of the things I wanted to do too is try to mix like the live chat, so people could see on both back and forth. Yeah, like I said, some people like it, so it's like I kind of have in my archive sometimes, like when I can catch it, just and I have the downtime to make the playlists. I have like what are called Twitch Classics, so they're just like purely gameplay, which are pretty cool. Which I'm really excited to do a new game plus of God of War. Holy crap, that shit drops next Monday or Tuesday. It's going to be great.
That's why I don't like to watch streams with faces that covers 25% of the screen.
Yeah, you know, it just depends. Like, if I'm playing like something that's like really cinematic, like Detroit Become Human, right? I'm gonna make my screen a shitload smaller because I'm not really that important to it. You know what I mean? But if it's like something like No Man's Sky, and if you looked at my overlay when I had before, I would put myself in like where there wasn't a third person view before this huge update. I would put myself in the cockpit, so it would look like I was flying the ship, and I was like, oh, that's so freaking cool. And like one of these really cool streamers that I was watching on YouTube called Division, he was like, dude, you should make like a captain's chair and everything. I was like, holy shit, that'd be so cool. So there is perks to having like a bigger overlay. It just depends in taste, what you're doing, and like how the community responds to it. Because like some people are like, dude, I'm not trying to watch like this Godzilla character like romp a stomp, or like, you know, like watch some weird camera angle view.
Watch the games, not the people. In
you
real
know,
life is for that.
That's very true. And see, like, that's why I like to offer both. So that's cool that I was able to like freaking like be able to. Oh, Smith. I literally had to Google that, by the way, on YouTube's side. I had no clue what the hell that was. I was like, what the hell is that? Yeah, Greek mythology is great. Yeah. So I'm like trying to catch up on the. But unfortunately, he doesn't have like a proactive like voice that I can talk to. Gerd, this is like one of the very rare moments. That's how I got like more popular on YouTube, was utilizing that voice over in this game, coincidentally enough. Alright, I think I have enough. There we go. Well, shall we? That one was cool. I liked how they did that. That was so much more than just like, well, here's 1, 3, 2, 5, 6. Now let's just reverse those numbers in 3 different other combinations, and then put them in numeric order, and then you'll never guess. There's no way you can guess. It's like, man, that shit's like so fucking preschool. Man, my YouTube chat is like lighting up right now about Greek mythology. That's just hella cool. Cerberus. The 3-headed hellhound. Alright, so let's probe the factory's logs. Examine the feeds, I think. That would be a very good lead. Back away. Damn, little varmint. If I had like a 10-gallon hat to throw down, I'd be like, oh, shoot! Euthanize. No, I'll just feed the little guy. I got sodium. It's fine. Yeah, I didn't care to kill it. But apparently the robots were not cool with that. They're like, your job was to kill and euthanize that poor little animal. Fuck you, robots. Get into the cloud. Oh, let me guess, you detect my damn, like, little expensive 1.5 million piece of unit that's inside of my ship inventory. Oh no, it's the salty sentinels. Fuck! This happened to me last time where it bugged. My best chance is just to fly and ignore him. This is like a really bad cop chase. This is like I'm driving a Bronco 2, and I say that the glove does not acquit, or the glove does not fit, so you must acquit. Leave me alone, salty sentinel. Don't let me just have to fly there for 25 minutes being chased by the salty-ass Sentinel. That was part of their updates. I thought that was freaking hilarious, because I do cover patch notes for anyone that's here watching No Man's Sky on, like, the situation of Twitch. If you go to my YouTube channel, you can see that I cover the patch notes. In fact, 1.56 just uploaded in the very beginning, which was short. I was able to find some cool stuff on Reddit that depicted stuff that gave me a source through Twitch, or not Twitch, Twitter, that was very helpful with figuring out what was just the animations. So I like to supply like information like that. But one of the things that I'm getting at, like Ryan Smith, right? Yeah, minus about a decade, and you will see the true answer. But like, where I was getting at on like a Twitch side is that like part of the update that they had for, I think it was 1.54, was the fact that there was a bug in the Sentinel. Like you would be chased, and they would not give up. It did not care. It was just the Salty Sentinel and the last of the Salty Sentinel. So they down-tuned the Sentinels and then fixed that. So they were just making them way too aggressive. Just hella funny. Boy, just you're hilarious. You guys are going way too up higher on the Richter scale. I do enjoy this though. Warmth during the winter. I'm beginning to think this is the Salty Sentinel. Now the worst part is the minute I attack this fucker, he's gonna call in reinforcements. The originals. I don't think I've seen that. What's that about on YouTube? So I'm curious what you guys are chatting about in the chat room. Alright, I think I might just need to engage this fucker. Oh, so that's where I've been getting those drives from. Okay, it's in Salty Sentinel mode. I need to get down. Oh, Clash of the Titans. I'll have to check that out, actually. If I think I know what you're referencing, that's a movie between like demigods and like these really cool Titan creatures. It had the Kraken in it. I think there was like 2 versions of it. There's like part 1 and part 2. But yeah, I'll have to check that out. Okay, let's hope that I can get down to this damn planet. I'm just going to land and just restart from the save point from that. Then it should be fine. That fixes the Salty Sentinels, by the way. And that was only introduced in 1.56. That introduced the Salty Sentinel back into the gameplay. So that means they probably tuned up the Sentinels a little bit. Their defense. They're too legit. Too quit to nah. Quit. Sorry, I saw like a Ryan put down. Oh, okay. Very cool. You really want to do this? Because you know you can't call any more backup now. This is a rare moment. What I did is trapped you into the frickin' atmosphere of my planet that I want you to be on, so I can destroy the shit out of you. You don't get it. Your ass is grass here, and there's no one you can call to help you. You should go around and tell. This is gonna be your last chance to just leave. Alright. Have it your way. You know what's so funny? The the concentrated carbon, like really tripped me out. Oh, I can talk to him here. Cool. Let's see how this works out with the autopilot on. Good work. Your attack on the factory paid off. No, it didn't. And I have the salty sentinel after me, you damn crazy incarnated frickin' Johnny Depp in some damn frickin' AI body. Seriously, bro. Let's see here. Did you get any useful data? Ask what happens next. No, that should just be honest for it, right? Let's see here. For this, for takeoff, you need plutonium or have charges. No, they changed that. Plutonium is like a huge game changer. They have gone to utilizing like the dihydrogen, like I believe, or I can show you right after. And then you use like the metal plates. It's way easier to craft nowadays. Same thing with antimatter. They changed the game on that for sure. That's a good question though. So, but you can also utilize other rare elements too. Like I had, I think uranium is also a good fuel source. Bubo. This place has a lot of like life on it, so there's probably going to be a facility we can come across the actual utilization of their docking pads. Like right here. This downed freighter. I'm doing this fast because I know the sentinels are going to come trying to attack me. The salty sentinel will catch up. They always do. It's like zombies. They can smell you. I wonder what happened to the people that did stack up on like elements that no longer exist. What happened to those? Or you might as well get the last place because it's just across the way. Probably like wait 30 seconds. Not even. The chosen one. Welcome. Yes, I definitely think it is nowadays. Like, they've crafted it to the point where you can play with people. It's like what it should have been at day one. So where they go from here is even better, and it's cheap. You can get it on the PSN for 20 or 30 bucks. I recommend it. It's welcome to the chat, by the way. Oh, that's cool. At least they convert into new ones. Smith, I appreciate your knowledge. Let me go ahead and jump out real fast. Since we're in this area, let me go ahead and see if there's any buried technology we can swoop up. And then once we finish this, I should hopefully be able to reset it. Oh, it's a Triforce of NMS. Oh, dude, you like Starship Troopers? Oh my gosh. Digital Airbones for that one. Freaking The Chosen One, dude, that's so great. I like love watching that movie. There's like 3 of them. Like, I've only watched the first one pretty well. Oh, I need to get out of here. Salty Sentinel caught up. Okay, so if they try to get in, I'm going to show you some really cool stuff. So you need one of these. Beat the shit out of them. Think this is funny? Silly ass kids. And then you have the dihydrogen in the metal plate. That creates the instantaneous portion of fuel. And then let's see here. Antimatter now consists of one of these. And then you need one of these. So I need to up an atom. Let's go to my base. I have a lot more stuff that's over there. Keeps trying to fall out. Like, I'm like, oh damn it, I'm not gonna get away with that. I was hoping I can just like slide right out of here, but no, I'm just gonna cause a galactic war. Let's see if I can get to this thing, reset it, since the Salty Sentinel won't leave me be. It's not the fact that I can't whoop their ass and take it in. The thing is, it's just going to take so long to fight them and battle them. But let me go back to the YouTube chat board real fast and look at that. I guess the Chosen One's entry logs. Yeah, even Steam reversed their like review of it. Now it's like positive. It's really cool to see that went around. No, not anymore. Apparently you like it and I like that movie too. Starship Troopers is amazing. Yeah, Des was so amazing. That's what I heard. The other like few like Starship Trooper entries were like meh. We're arriving 3 minutes and there's no like freaking like melee run jump that you can do on this. I guess this is literally the best run I can do. Jeez Louise. I want to shoot him, but then it's going to cause like an intergalactic GTA rating to go up. They did a really good job with the graphics of flying through here. It looks like way cleaner than it used to. Before it used to look a little bit more chunkier. Alright, let's keep sailing. Come on, there's got to be a faster way. I feel like I need to do that Frenchman for my channel right now, like 2 days later. Oh, sweet jeeps. There is atmosphere. Just go straight down. The sooner I can touch down, the better I can reset this. We ditched the salty sentinel. Yes, finally. It'd be so cool if they landed and tried to beat me up. Bye, salty sentinel. Just too much for it to handle. Damn, this is like some retro 80s music. That's so cool. Oh, what song is that from? Welcome, BK Video Guide, to the No Man's Sky stream that I'm running right now. Damn, is that Dr. Dre? Or is that Snoop Dogg? In the very end. Or is that NWA? Hey. And I know I've heard that line before. It's solid. Let's see what else Ryan said. Yeah, I know. That's why I wanted to get past and reset it, because I wanted to get past the Salty Sentinel. Salty Sentinel's slowing me down. Now I can finally go the speed I want to. Yeah, new pop music does suck, bro. Like, I don't know, I come from an era where music is so much more grand, and the generation before me was hella grand. Generation now is pretty cool, but sometimes it's hit and miss. So it's like, I like all music for the most part. Snoop Dogg, alright, cool. I knew that was from something. Cheers, and welcome to the chat. I appreciate you joining us. Alright. Oh, a ruin! Why, hello, you beautiful, knowledgeable rock that somehow has defied gravity. Nice. When you're reading the knowledgeable points, it will hold you in place. Didn't think it was going to work that easy, but it did. It totally did. Ah, I see your culture in the hip-hop, like, anonymous. Right, it seems like I have to go over there for that. That's cool. I'm glad I made it. Like a right. It looks like a. Oh, it's a square. I was about to say the angle that it looked like that was before was like a private first class. Oh, really? Ticos are the runs with artifacts. Scan the alien fragments.
Weather warning.
Uh-oh.
Storm.
I wonder if the storm's caused by daylight. Okay. Yeah, trademark. I'm still gaming. I started up a new stream not too long ago. I'll have to get better at that tip, Ryan. Like, scan the alien fragments. They are the key to unlocking buried alien crates. So scan the area, you're saying. Ah, shit. You know, I'll have to get another one where it's not, like, radioactive. Let me go back to my planet where it's just, like, somewhat of a hot mess from time to time. I could keep up with that. Yeah, it's just right around the corner. Oh, so near there's alien artifacts like buried in the ground there. I do see what you're saying.
Radiation protection falling.
Oh, neat. Okay, so how would I be scanning here? Like underneath this dig? Are you gonna be like some Shia LaBeouf character? Okay, I'll definitely scan out because I see the chat caught up a little bit. Or would this not classify since it's not technically... I mean, it looks like it's part like ruin. But as this is activating, the chat's catching up. I think I can just kind of keep an eye on it, and you can give me a yay or nay, Smith, since you're giving me some pretty cool factoids on YouTube side.
Radiation protection falling. Weather update. Storm clearing.
Oh, cool. I'll be back for that one. Let me get this one first. Oh, well, only when you're at the ruin. I see what you're saying. Okay, I think those are just like the regular blocks. Gotcha. So one artifact, other monolith. Both have knowledge, but both have different purposes in being able to find stuff. Well, thanks for the facts. Let me get this artifact down over here. I can learn a little bit of the language more, and then we can zip away.
Radiation protection falling.
Damn, all my chromatic metals in my ship. Oh, trademark, to answer your question, just to kind of have a little small chat while I refuel my radiation, is to keep proactive with your community. Like, you know, it's like, I guess find what you love and what they love and harmonize with it and keep rolling with it. Being a variety streamer, it's kind of like you have to find your niche of what people love. Like, so it's like for mine, it's my nerdy life, and people love it. On Twitch, it's video games and my nerdy life mixed into as well. So finding those combinations and keeping on like Twitter, Instagram, really pushing your brands out there, looking at programs like TubeBuddy, to kind of push the SEOs and like fun stuff, finding cutting edge beta stuff, finding day one launches on your PSN, like if it's like whatever's free that month, like when it first launches, stream that and like utilize the PlayStation Network with the YouTube and or Twitch like overlog. I do 2 networks that I'm streaming at the same time to really reach out to my brands. There's a lot you can do. That's a good question though. I like it. Yeah, it's MacGyver 7th across the board. So you can find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, anything I own, and that brand mark and that hallmark will always be MacGyver 7th, even the PSN. So it's really easy to find me. I try to make that like pretty chills. But let me go ahead and see what else I can do real fast before I dip. If there's any knowledge I can grab, I don't think there really isn't going to be anything. I want to venture off past knowledge right here. Alright, let me bounce out. I think I have one more drive that I can... Yeah, that was it. Okay, that one's a little bit farther away, so let me go back to my main planet. Since we don't have the salty sentinel chasing me, I can get there in 22 seconds rather than 3 minutes. Man, that was funny as shit. That salty sentinel did not like me at all. But Gur on Twitch side, I do appreciate you keeping like the AI voice going as well as the chat and jumping in there. Anyone else who wants to jump in and kind of chime in, you're more than welcome to. I'd leave it open to the community base to kind of grow, as I don't have an overlay on Twitch to kind of protect both gaming worlds. Says Gur understands that now. See, he asked that question. So this is one of my home planets. I did the second one.
I'm here.
I know, Gur. You're great. And Fortis, cheers. I appreciate that.
I'm playing on TV and watching on monitor.
Oh, right on. Appreciate it. More view time for me. And then, trademark, I mean, if there's any other help you need, just let me know. I'm down to always help when I got the free time. Oh, my base is rendering. Sean Murray Mountain takes time to load in. Watch it be built. Also, I bugged out a monolith, by the way. So how would I search for it here since my home base has one? Can't land yet because I think it's so unstable that it'll let me fall through. Yeah, I'm like... I think I can land up here. Should be fine. Yeah, no worries. I am always down to help creators, if it be on Twitch or any network that I am like socially active on. If I have free time and I'm able to help, I would definitely love to help people. The reason why it's strange is because I'm pushing the base to the limitation. I dug a hole underneath the monolith and then I raised it with putting a base right next to it, so it trips out every so often. It'll kind of like raise up and then go down. And I was thinking about adding an extension to try to cap it and see how far I can bring the monolith up before I break the game or the planet and it blows up. One of the two, whichever happens first.
For the science.
Yes, always for science. See, look, check this out. I dug this out. This is where it's supposed to be. Hopefully it doesn't just come caving down on top of me. That would not be cool for science. Let's see here. One more question for hyperspace. You need all the items the previous patches to change to. Well, you through this tutorial. It's like a newer one actually. It's better than what they had kind of originally planned. So I mean, I don't want to like know if there's any spoilers to kind of toss out there for you, like, but you might want to replay it, just make another save point and like kind of learn the recipes really fast. I've been wanting to do that just to re-showcase that to like how-to videos that I did like back in the day. Of how-to of Next and Elements and stuff like that, being the Hitchhiker Guide to the Elements again. And no worries for the slow typing. I know I'm like Mac to the future here on like YouTube, so I'm like always like 45 seconds in the future because I'm streaming 4K. What's up, dude? You're like, welcome to the base. I just recruited this dude. Yeah, it's from a distant, yeah, I think a neighboring star system, probably about like 67 light years away. Let me say welcome. Whoa. Nice, I have scientific missions that I can do stuff. Normally there's not just a big ass base here. My save point still semi-works, I guess. Monolithic. There's my refineries. Nah. You go ahead and pick this up. There we go. Let's go ahead and make some more blueprints. Let's see here. Yeah, trademark me. The program that I utilize for anything that would be graphic design wise, I've been utilizing DaVinci for like just the editing, and then like I got Hit Films, which I need to learn how to make for my graphic artists. But you can kind of stuff nowadays really well, which isn't too bad. If you Google, there's tons of places you can check out that are really great for like free use. There we go, we used all my text spots. Oh, I forgot what name I was saying. What was the topic? I'm sorry, I got like completely sidetracked getting all the blueprints up there. Shit, what was it? Fucking... Look at the program. Intros. Oh, DaVinci. DaVinci is one, or Hit Films. Those are like some that you can kind of utilize, but they're pretty complex. Hit Films is a compositor, and then the editor is for anything that you would run into with DaVinci. It's a great color tempo. You can get some really great shit out of it. That's what I use it for. Yeah, Ghost Ride the Ladder. Alright, well I have enough room in Starship. Just unfortunately I don't have the range, so... The lander glitch. There's tons of glitches in this game. Yeah, screw it, I'll just go out the front door. It's not even that big of a deal. Oh, cheers, trademark me. I appreciate that. And like I said, in the near future, if there's anything I can do to like help you with understanding like SEOs and other things, let me know. I just got access to like what was it, TubeBuddy's like star tier. By just filling out a survey, and I asked them, I was like, you know, you guys should totally sponsor me, and I'll like rep your shit. And if that ends up happening, they have an affiliate program too, where if I teach people how to use the program and give shout out videos to that situation, where people will download it for free, or if they utilize it and like they want to pay for it, then I get like I guess it's almost like Amazon type situation. You just get tiered points. I'm kind of excited about that situation. That'd be kind of cool. Damn it. I don't even give a shit. You can try to kill me. Oh no, I'm creating more salty sentinels.
Product constructed.
Dang, I want to get rid of... Oh, I don't need the salt. Oh. Salt's worth hella right now. I don't need that extra navigational data. We'll be fine.
Product constructed. Product constructed. Product constructed. Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
Oh, see, they're still salty. Can I use this on the ship? I don't know how exactly I utilize that. Oh, no worries, Ryan. It's all good. Oh, that sucks. Laws of Evolution, I actually checked out. He's like the billionaire philanthropist you mentioned before. I didn't get to watch him long, but yeah, mine's been doing that too. I literally had to clean my system, but luckily since I'm running the beta version, it doesn't overheat as much on 6.0 firmware. You just let it breathe. But yeah, it is running some issues because they upscaled it. So I'm assuming 1.57 will downscale it a little bit to balance it in the final like versions of it. That's really great that you mentioned that. But it also introduced the salty sentinel again. So these situations that we are here. Alright, screw it. Let's just go. But yeah, he is right though. I definitely agree that the patch itself was only 55 megabytes.
Containers in your base.
No, but I got the, I think, I think I can build them now where I can store stuff in. I should utilize those. Very good point. You bring it up.
Install that.
Indeed. Let me build something real fast. Oh, I think I need to bring it to him and then he'll give me the blueprint. I'm so confused. I don't have the blueprint for that yet.
It's possible to move items directly to the storage containers anywhere you are.
Oh, cool. Let me go ahead and craft that. I guess since I can't figure out how to craft a microprocessor quite yet, it might be an overlay with another missionable point. I might need to progress with the scientist.
But only one way.
Oh, only one way. That's fine though. I don't mind. By chance, Gur, do you know anything about that? About that mission? Since we're on topic.
I'm 20k light years from the base, and still I can do that.
Damn. That's amazing. That's right. Fucking rock destruction. Okay, I guess I didn't get it. Maybe I thought I got it. You know where the storage container would be in the building section? Oh, there we go. Perfect. Alright, well, I think this is a nice little saving point. Like right here, I've already gotten about 2.5 hours into the stream. I'm getting a little tired. Then I got a dentist appointment tomorrow, so I have to be semi-awake. Plus, I need to get back to Fallout and set up my stuff for tomorrow, so I have to have some downtime with the crew. So I'll be back with that in a little bit. But this has been hella fun. It's been nice meeting some newer people like Fortis, and some people returning back like Trademark Me, Smith, and everyone else that's been part of this situation, like on Twitch side with Kerr as well. So everyone, thank you so much. If you're new to the channel and you're watching this past, present, and future, you can definitely hit a like and or subscribe. You can do that on YouTube for free, absolutely for free, and then you can follow for free as well on Twitch side. So I'm gonna go ahead and boot down Twitch. That way it gives a little bit of time so we can actually boot back into YouTube catching up. But thank you everyone. I appreciate all you folks, you guys and gals. It's been one hell of a cool fun ride tonight. I've done a lot of cool stuff in NMS, and I'll be back tomorrow with some more NMS stuff, and then Thunder Run on Thursday. Yes, it's gonna be really fun. We'll be able to do some cool stuff. So stay tuned, and I'll see you guys and gals later. So it's your boy Max signing out, saying have a nice one, and we'll be back in this galactic sea of No Man's Sky very